I saw a picture of somebody that posted something. It was a man that posted something about mini-me, meaning that it was him and his daughter, and he's saying that the child is his mini-me, look like him. Stop and look at the comments, because, you know, the commenters are the funniest. I tell you, the commenters will never let you forget anything that happens on the Blue app, anything that you were part of, they will not let you forget. What does that tell you? That when those same children get older, those commenters, those comments, all of those things are still going to be there, and the internet will never forget. So I decided to take a couple of screenshots because, again, I was looking at what some people were writing under the comments, because one of the comments caught my eye, and I was like, wow, damn, these people still out here. These people will never forget. These people will never let things rest. That's just people in a hole. I'm going to read some of the comments. So y'all already know who this is, okay? Y'all already know one of the famous fathers, because there were a couple of fat dads out here that were on this internet that were brought to the light. Whether they were brought to the light by themselves or whether they were brought to the light by other people. This one in particular that put mini-me, right? Now that kids are growing up and he's figuring, hey, let me showcase, because these children are who's keeping a lot of people coming on my platform and supporting me. It's only my children. So this was a father that displayed himself in 2022. Y'all know who that is, right? We ain't even gonna call no names. But I'm gonna read some of the comments that I screenshot, that I just laughed to myself. And yes, you know that he had to go and respond to some of them as well, because he just cannot help. But he must realize that when you bring things on the internet, I always say that everything is not meant to be on the internet, right? But when you bring it, expect people to watch it, expect people to remind you of it, expect them to do the whole 9 yards. Even when you don't bring it on the internet, and other people maliciously go and bring it, guess what? There's still people out here that are still going to continuously write stuff. Yes, exactly, Hazel. Hazel said, that was a real comedy. Mini-me, LOL, the internet never forgets. I'm telling you. And I only happened to see it because I went on another page to do something, and I stumbled across, you know how that was the first thing on my feeds, okay? And that's all I saw. And I rolled my eye at first, but curiosity kills the cat, right? So I was caught right there. So, and I read some of the comments, and I said, damn, man, these people really giving him water. They're not going to let you forget, buddy. They will never let you forget. And the older your children get, your children will learn and hear about it and know about it. The children at their school going to hear about it. They're going to know about it. They're going to talk about it. They're going to even probably get in little fights at school over this, because the children going to keep reminding them, because that's just children. So, exactly, Selma. That way, so I don't even have to call no names. And you know, if I tell you that the dad even responded in the comments, you know there's only one dad that will go that far. So here somebody say, mini you, because she survived your abandonment. I said, Jesus, that was not the one that caught my eye. It was a different comment, right? But I started to read the comments, because again, I'm just being nosy. Exactly, the ad of the year. And I said, wow, nobody else never got to troll him on social media. The same people that watching, the same people that have been watching for 3 years are the one who's going to be whooping your butt. In addition to when you're trying to get older and they don't want nothing to do with you. Yeah. Somebody else said, this one said, I thought you said that her mom were sleeping around during her pregnancy for your mini you. You said that you don't think that she's your own. I was like, Lord have mercy. Leave it up to these people. I'm sorry, bro. But you know what? You can't get mad at the people, first of all. Because the people never came up there to California and ring a doorbell or knock the door and say, oh, I'm here to deliver. See what's going on? What's going on? Oh, we all cooking over there. Oh, what is the argument about today? Nobody ever did that. No. You brought it, and that's why the people still remember it. And then the thing about it is that some people couldn't understand, right? Okay, a baby born, the baby look just like you, but still yet you going about your business because you don't care. You don't care, right? This and that, and it's still over. To each his own again, but remember that the internet never forgets. And the internet will never forget everything you said, everything you did. And your children getting older. And the older they get, they're going to remember all this. So I hope that there's some dads out there that's paying very, very close attention to all these happenings. Let me just read another one. Somebody else wrote, did I hear you say mini you? God is watching. We are watching. Oh my God. I tell you, when I saw that comment, I laughed so bad. I was by myself, but laughter just bust out in me. When the person said, did I hear you say many me, many you? God is watching, and people are watching, which is true. That's what I'm telling you. A lot of these people are going to still be here, meaning alive on this earth, the next 10 years from now, when your children get in their teenager years. These people are still going to be here. They're still going to remind your children. Your children are going to be reminded of these things. Has he ever thought about anything like that? That's what I'm saying. I hope that a lot of fathers that like to disown their children, that you're paying close attention and watching. Because these are things that will come and haunt your children. And then when the children get older, the first thing they're going to tell the public, oh, the mother is who put them against me. The mother is the one that put them against me. And no, ain't got nothing to do with the mother. Remember that when that time comes. Ain't got nothing to do with the mother. It's the internet, right? It never forgets. And the people will never allow you to forget something like that. Hazel said, no breast milk as baby, now mini me. I'm telling you, mini me. Many, that's why the people are like, did you just actually type this? Really? The person that sat and said that the baby might not be yours, that all of this. You come and write this kind of thing. You don't think that the people going to whoop your butt for it? Mark, put it over here. They will whoop your butt for it. They're not going to let you forget it. This will haunt you for the rest of your life. And remember that I said this. When those children get in teenage years again, don't blame the mother. Don't blame the mother, because guess what? You're the one who brought it to the people. You're the one who told the whole world all of this. So, word to the wise for those fathers that are coming along. Here's a said, good father, and mini me. I'm telling you. But let's see here. Oh, Lord Jesus. All right, here we go with another one. This woman said, this same baby, you said she completely looked African from the ultrasound scan clips. Jesus, see that? I even forgot about that part. I even forgot about that. But the internet, the internet is going to remind you of every little detail. From the ultrasound scan clip, you see the baby look like African. You started despising her from the womb. Truly, God is supreme and greatest. God has humbled you, she said. Your mouth is now twisted. Was that anybody else? Was that the mother that said that? Was that any of the people on the mother's side of the forum that said that? No. This is somebody that's watching you. That's probably been watching you, because look what she said. She taking you way back to ultrasound days. Way back from what you said in the ultrasound. I didn't even remember that little piece there. But now she reminded me. Lord have mercy. There goes another one now. All right. And I'm reading some comments, my people, from a good other that said that his daughter is his mini me. So some people had their own opinions, and I'm just here to read it. I'm here for it, okay? This other one said, I thought you said that her mom were sleeping around during pregnancy from your mini you. You said that you don't think that she's your own. 39 people came along. Love. But my own opinion here on all of these things, I didn't stay to read all of them, okay? You know, you just stay for a few. There were some others that was typing. He came and typed under what they said, obviously, because he got to come and say something. But truly, you got to be careful. The stuff that you get and say when you got children, young children, you're saying they're not yours. Those children are going to grow up. They're going to hear these things because the internet will never, ever forget. The internet is not going to erase it. Yes, he said, right? He said that he will get it erased from the internet, right? When? How? All of the stuff that was put out here on this internet, boy, you can't erase all them things. You could never, 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 never. You just got to type in your name. And when your children get older, you type in their name. Everything that come up with your children and also got your name attached here and the mother. You think that you're going to be able to erase those things? You can't. You just got to accept the fact that these are things you said. You should come out and you should have came out and apologized for even saying that that child was not yours and all the stuff that you said behind it. Now you're praising up the children like they're your most precious awards and medals. Still yet. But again, the internet will never forget. It's not about what you do with them now. I really don't care. But when I saw that post and I saw the commenters and I wanted to read more, but I say, you know what? I know what the rest of people are already saying. So let me just scroll down. I don't need to stay for all of it. I already know what the people are over there. And whooping your butt is what they're doing. And they got right to whoop your butt at this point. Dimple Brown McCaddy and Spencer, I see you all. Marge, I see you. Sophie Morgan. So Marge said, hey, thank you, Marge. Here's a say, yes, real truth. The internet never forgets. We witnessed all that from way back over the years. Exactly. And when you think that he brought it out in 2022, right? And that was just it. And it was going to be over. Okay, boy, go your way. Let the woman go she way and take care of your children. When you thought that was just going to be it, no. He carried it on for how long? All of these years. And again, these are still things that the internet will never forget. And the children will one day learn about. They're going to read about it. They're going to see it. Children at their school, because you know how kids are already, right? When kids get in any little thing with other kids at school, they're ready to tell them about their mama or their daddy. So you can best believe, buddy, that your children are going to hear about this. And in their teenage years, don't care how much you try to hide it from them. Or try not to let them go on the internet so they can't see it. They're going to still know. They're going to still find out. And I would like to see how you think that they're going to respond to you then. So again, don't go and blame the mother when the children don't want nothing to do with you, bro. But McCaddy said, good morning, and all beautiful people. Have a great day and blessing week. Thank you, darling. Yes, we remember everything that dude came online to say and continued. Exactly. Because it didn't end, right? It didn't end. But now today in 2025, after the same baby that he said that might not be his, that this baby had looked like an African. This man's crazy as hell. 3 years now. 3 years now. He's out there prancing with them, jumping around, putting them on a show for the internet. You think that the internet can forget? No. The internet can remind you, and your children will learn about it one day as well. Best believe. Yep. And remember that I said this. Do not go and blame the mother when that happened. Because children got a mind of their own. As children start to get older, trust me, they just already kind of make their own decisions on certain things from a very, very young age. Trust me when I tell you that, okay? I know very well, firsthand. Corinne said, remember when he said he hopes the wrinkled French fry suits scale for protecting his girls from being SC? Yeah, because he's an idiot. That's on the internet too. The internet not going to forget about that either. They will not. And I'm not here to remind him or nothing. I'm merely going by some commenters that I saw commenting under his video, right? Not under his video, under his post of a picture that he had with one of the girls saying his mini-me. Mini-me. So that's why people is like, what? You're mini who? God is watching indeed. But Lorna Knight said, Lorna Light's my people. Lorna Knight said, he even indicated that he rather the children end up in, yes, all of that. All of that. That's why he said somewhere along the line, somebody should have wrote a book, right? I mean, somebody should have wrote a book about this story, this situation. But nobody ain't gonna write a book anyways, because the internet is there. The internet will never forget. He ain't got that power to just go and start erasing everything. Even things that out there on YouTube. Come on, please. Delusion to the max. Hazel Brooks, thank you so much for 200 stars. Hazel said, the truth is always exposed on the internet. A constant reminder of the past. Facts. I'm telling you. Look, the other day I wrote something on Facebook, right? And let me show you how people are. Somebody that I never even seen their name yet. Never even seen the name on my platform, but it's probably a fake page. They shared it, but when they shared it, they're going to write something on the top. Now, this is not something that I brought on the internet, right? But my whole point is that the person shared it and wrote some crap above it. And I was not the first person that ever did that. There were other people that shared my stuff before, whether it was a video or post or whatever, and wrote derogatory stuff about it, things that I had to report to Facebook because of the stuff that they wrote, right? Like trying to incite hate or whatever you call it. So anyhow, I just saw that happen only last week. So what did I do, right? I didn't report the person. What I did was I just went to their page and just kindly and just block them. Because if I block them, they can't come back. Whether the fake page or whatever they are, I don't care. I just block them. Period. Because guess what? In this life, nobody's perfect. Everybody got to pass. Everybody, they got to pass, no matter what it is, right? So I must say, so sorry to say it, but he will never learn. He will never. He ain't got the capacity to learn from nothing. No mistakes, nothing. Because if he did, he would have stopped the crap that he was doing from 2022. From 2022, he would have stopped it. When he came out on the internet and made himself look like a fool, came back, oh, not to my knowledge, oh, this one was not true. Then you want to tell me that there's a person that right in their mind? That's not. From that time, he should have known, look, you know what, I made myself look like a fool already. Not going to continuously do it month after month. Not thinking about your children. Not thinking that when these children get a little bit older, oh my God, they're going to see all these things. They're going to hear about what I did. You want to tell me that common sense won't alert you to stop doing what you're doing? He still continue. But that's why I tell you, get them children a few more years. He can have all the fun he can have with them now, but when they get older, they find out all the nonsense that he did, all the things that he put their mother through, and trust me, it ain't gonna be good for him. Brenda, oh, I see you all. True, Cecilia. I like that. Cecilia, sorry, Christy said, God and timing, we will see. Exactly. You just said it right there. And nobody ain't beating him down. Nobody had come to remind him of nothing. No. You know why we don't need to remind him? Because it's all on the internet. The internet is there. It's never going to be erased. Ever going to be erased. It's going to be remembered forever. And if it's not remembered by some people because they decided to go on and they can't remember every little gruesome details, the internet still got it. All the internet got to do is put in your name. All they got to do. So now that I see you, and everybody that's joining. Gail Gaze. Mildred said, I'm late. My beautiful peaches. Good morning, everyone. Especially our host, Miss V. Welcome, darling. Better late than never. Yeah, so we're just talking about, the world's best dad of 2022, 2023, 2024, and want to be for 2025 now that the children are getting older. And he realized that, wow, the people really like my kids. They like to see the kids with me. Let me just keep putting them up there. These are my trophies that I can hang up here on my wall and all over because the kids are here. They're here for the kids. Yes, my people. So there's people out there that are still giving it to him. And some of them people that are still giving it to him are the ones that are still watching him today. Trust me, they are. Because when you go and you look at their status, right? It might say anniversary follower or some of the stuff they got next to their names that you know that they've been over there for a while. And people that can tell you things that was said from 2022 word for word, even before the child came, you know that they've been out there for a while. Hazel said, I laughed when I saw the photo of Mini-Me looking for attention. I'm telling you, and honest to God, I had seen it earlier that day, right? I had seen it on that same page that I was on. And I just scrolled past the thing. But then I think I went back later for some reason. And you know how when people got posts, sometimes you can see a comment. One comment if it only show you one. And that person comment is what caught my eyes, because that one person comment, he replied to that person. So when I saw his reply, I was like, oh, Jesus, this got to be juicy for him to reply. That is why I decided to tap over, go over to the page and go and bring up the comments on that part there. Georgia, Reed, I see you. Yes, darling. Long time, long time. Corey said, $2 t-shirt, Miss J. I'm telling you, right? Super dad. Super dad. Mildred said, thanks for the update, but he's very disgusted. Jesus. Can you imagine? But do you know what? I'm happy that a lot of things happened and a lot of things came to light. You know why? Because there's men as well. Some men that got their head on. Because some of them were agreeing with some of the crap that he was doing. Only because what? Because they didn't like how the mother was dressing. Because they didn't like this. Because of that. So there's other men that has been watching that thought that some of the things he did, some of the things he said was just disgusting. You don't know that them children gonna grow up. You don't think about that, right? He ain't thinking about nothing so because it's only about himself. Glennis, thank you so much, darling. Good morning, sweet peach and mama, master and queens. Just wanted to wish you all a blessed week. Take care, queens. Bye-bye. Thanks, darling. You too. You too. It's my birthday week, so make sure you stop in on Saturday. Hopefully, Caddy will do a online birthday celebration. I'm just kidding, guys. But my birthday is Sunday, but y'all will see me on Saturday. So please join in. So yes, my people, how old is, let me think about this. How old is baby J is now going to be? She's going to be, what, 6? I think, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think she's going to be 6 this year, 2025. How far is that from 12, right? Not too far. And sometimes they don't even got to take till the children get 12 for them to start hearing or seeing things. It can start happening from the time they're 10 or 11 years old. Because like I said, no matter how you try to keep them from the internet, guess what? They're going to still hear about it. They will still hear. Mildred says, Sweet Peach, once I see that, I look to the corner and that's out. I don't want to read or hear his voice. Look, and I felt the same way as you, Mildred. When I first saw it, I just took my mouth, right? And I went past it. But it was something that somebody said when I came back later that day. I think it was on another phone. That's how I saw it. On the same page, but on another phone. And one of the comments that somebody wrote, I can't remember which comment it was that the person wrote that made him respond. But he responded something along the line telling the person they know how to come and ruin somebody's day. Something along that line. Well, if he get him a strive, they're going to draw the life out of somebody else. Some nonsense like that. So it is his name that I saw under the comment, and I couldn't see what he wrote. So that's what made me went over there to the page and tap the comments because I wanted to see what he wrote to the person. Georgina Reed said, my son's birthday is the 7th and my firstborn 32. My son's birthday is the 7th. Oh, okay, and he's going to be 32. Oh my goodness. Well, happy birthday to him in advance because that's going to be on Wednesday. And then Mark is going to be on the 16th. So we got plenty birthdays coming up. Yeah, I understand, Georgina. I don't think that you'll be able to stomach 8, darling. If you watch him now and see him with them children online, but we know how he like to put on the front for the camera. We know how he like to do everything for the camera. But when you watch him and you see now that this is the same person that came out here and said the most when it came to his children. And now it's like he think that everybody forgot. No, you can never make people forget about things that you said or did online. Because you brought it, they didn't. But, oh Lord, let me read from here. Yes, Rosemary, how are you? Thanks, Daphne, Deanne, I see you. So Corey said he bullied Jane and said, and she's scared to tell her mom about what happened in that one room. Only God knows what he's doing to those girls, and he lives in the hood now. Is it the hood? Oh my God, darling, if you live in the hood, as long as you don't put them children in harm's way. I'm just happy that you got some place to live, and at least those children got a roof to rest their head over, a roof over their heads. Where is the hood? Where is the club? Where is the pub? And well, no, not the pub, because then there's some place where they're drinking, right? Happy birthday, Therese K, to your daughter. Happy birthday. Wishing her many more birthdays to celebrate. I'm just glad that you got some place to live. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to take them children at somebody's house when they come to visit him and taking them at other strangers, at least he got a roof over his head, darling. Even if it's in the hood, you know? Maybe that's all he could afford. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I'm sure that there's a lot of things that go on over there that he probably silenced them. That if they tell or if they say anything, next time they come back, they can't get this. So I'm sure. Manipulation, right? Oh my God. Oh my goodness, really, Georgia? Wow, your grandson birthday is the 16th too? Wow. There's somebody else here as well that I think they said their birthday was going to be the 16th, or somebody related to them as well. So a lot of people are born on May 16th. Wow. Hazel is saying, it's the comments that's interesting. I'm telling you, and gives the reality of what is happening. You are right. Because when you read the comments, guess what? People are taking him back down memory lane. People are typing in there, you, this many you, many who, same person that did it, same person that said it. Yes, it's the commenters who are doing it, not nobody else. So you said it, Hazel. And I would have never, I only screenshot those 3, but there are plenty more that were over there. It's just that I just laughed at a few of them and I kept on moving. Corey said he need to take the girls to a professional braider. Why? To a professional braider? But why? For what reason? I'm curious. Why the person is not that's braiding here is not doing a good job? Cece, I see you in there. Cece, don't forget, my birthday is next Sunday. So I don't know if you're making pap on Saturday for the freestyle celebration. I don't know what you're making, but make something so that I could feel like I was part of that meal or that dish or whatever you're going to make. Do an online virtual birthday of pap, even though I never tasted pap though. I could always imagine, hey. You're welcome, Therese K. You're welcome, everyone. Thank you all for joining in. Jordan say, you know, I don't listen to this. He sick me just by talking. Well, we ain't right. He wasn't even talking in this one, darling. In this one, he just had a picture of his daughter and saying his mini-me. His mini-me, yeah. He lucky that God really had mercy on him and allow him to even still be in them children's life. Because if the mother was a different person or they had a different heart or a different mentality, she wouldn't let him see them children. He would not be able to see them. Or he would have only been seeing them 1 day per week had it been some other woman. For all the stuff that he said, all the things that he put them through, he did the most. So he lucky. That's why one time I say he should be thanking the mother. He should be thanking her for even allow him to still be in them children's life the way how he is. Because a lot of people, it was not going to happen, buddy. Sorry. You would either get them 3 days or they would have pushed for 1 day per week or just weekend for you. So you're really lucky that she even allow you to be in their life and to be experiencing some of the things you're experiencing with them as they grow as little children. See, she said, I will make that thing again. I will make that thing again. What thing? The pap? But Corey said he's letting anyone comb their hair. Oh, really? So yeah, I thought that the hair braider was Tangerine and one of her friends. He got a new one now? Does he have a new hair braider? I'm curious. Lord have mercy. Well, they should be careful, because you don't know what he held. Lord forgive me. You don't know what somebody can come and put in their hair. Okay, y'all. I haven't been seeing, I only saw Tangerine and her friend one time when they were over there cooking that turkey thing. That was it. Her and somebody else that had their hand in the child head, but I don't know that he got any, and everybody put in their hand in there now. McCarty, you didn't see CC making pap online one day when we were here on a Saturday? When she was telling us, McCarty's asking you, CC, what is pap? Sounds like our East African. Oh, Lord, I'm going to box for you, put in there, darling, but CC will read that. Georgina said, Kale passed him with high speed. He never knew when women come against a man that is so bad. He never knew a lot of things, darling, but he gonna learn. Never too late to learn. He learned. And even though he learned and he relearned and relearned, he still kept on doing more and more and more crap. And still was not achieving nothing. What was he expecting to accomplish? Not a damn thing. All he accomplished now is a whole line of years of derogatory stuff that's going to be on the internet and that his children going to see. That's the only thing. And he still didn't learn from that either. Because if he could cause more problems, he would do it. Trust me, he would. What? Billy said, luckily he have a baby mama that don't really care. And I don't think that is about not really caring. It's just that she want him to be part of the children's life. I wouldn't call that don't care. You know what I mean? But yes, a lot of other women, yeah, for all that he did, all that he said, they would have said, hell no. You know what? You said that the child wasn't yours. The child might not be yours. The child is African. The child is this, all kind of crap he done talk. Even walk out on the child, right? Few days after birth. You really think that I would have given him 7 days? Hell no. Hell no. You would not gone to 7 days to see my children. No. Weekend would have been fine. Then my children go to school, and you can see them on a weekend, because that's all he deserve anyways. Some people wouldn't even give him the damn weekend. Selma says, simply sweet peach, I'm surprised that you never had cornmeal pap. No, darling. The only thing I had with cornmeal was Ace Cuckoo. That was it. But no. Cuckoo. You can't even get me to eat. The only other thing that I used to eat, no, that one was not cornmeal. No, I never tried that before, Selma. Oh, okay, McCarty said she didn't see, she had missed that one when CC was doing the pap online and telling us what was in it. Okay, I understand. Mildred said that baked turkey is still baking and still fresh because it was not clean, not even seasoned properly, darling. I don't even think that much of that probably got eaten. That more than half of that probably ended up in trash. Okay, Jarrell said pap is like porridge. Well, I drank cream of wheat. And I hope you make cream of wheat really thick, not to drink, but to use a spoon. That one I've had, so maybe similar, right? Okay, maybe Georgina. She said maybe she means that Kia don't care about that man. No, but it's not even about the man really. Meaning it's about her children, you know what I mean? Billy also said, but any caring mother would not put their kids through this, knowing the father uses. Well, I guess maybe she's praying to God that when he go there, that when her children go there, that he's not stupid enough to get high. I mean, I don't know, right? Because that's how some women would think, that when their children around a parent that is an alcoholic or a user, that they will got common sense not to do these things around their children, right? To put their children in harm's. So maybe she's thinking like that. I'm just saying. Because other women out there that does it, they probably saying, Lord, please don't let a man go and get drunk and drive to no damn store with my children, nor do nothing crazy like that. You don't think that they'll be praying to God? Trust me, they are. Praying to God that they won't go and do them crazy things. You know what I mean? And some of them actually got sense that when the children are around them, they might say, you know what? Man, I can't drink this weekend. You know, my kids with me. Everybody's not the same. But yes, we know when a user need a fix and they need a fix like right away, sometimes they will do anything, right? They will do anything. In his situation, we prayed many times when the children was with him, when there were things that happened, like the mom buying her house and him going into a coma for 48 hours and all of that. We was wondering where the hell was these children when he was going into a coma on a lot of different events and things that was going down, right? When he was upset about things that she acquired or good things that are happening and the children is in his care, we prayed to God that he won't go off the only God knows, like I said. But think about it. The wrinkled French fry woman said that when she went to his house and she was leaving to go to the airport, she couldn't even get that man to wake up, right? No matter how much she banged on that door, she couldn't get he to wake up. What did he use that night or that 4-day morning that caused him could not wake up? Can't hear what's going on. If one of the fire alarm things was going on in his house, would he have heard it? If somebody's banging down your door to wake you up that they're leaving to go to the airport and you just can't wake up, what did he take that night is the question. Only God knows. Only God knows. Brenda Oil said, we are seeing him online before. We've seen him online before, allegedly high and drunk. True. You're right about that for sure. So imagine when he go to the extreme, maybe when he took a little bit more than what he did when he came online, right? Kia Hines said she is well aware that this man is an habitual drug user. Those kids should never be near him. Darling, right. That's your opinion. That's my opinion. And that's many other people out there in the world opinion as well. I get where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, that can only be our opinion, right? So we just got to leave it to God is what we got to do, because ain't nothing we could do about it. So we've just, bypassed that. But I understand where you're coming from, because yes, I would even told the lawyer, the judge, they would have had to know that I live with this person and they're a user. I've seen them use every night of their life. And stuff like that. Yes, I would have told them, of course, because I would have been not wanting to have my children wrong and not it like that, right? Get themselves together, you know what I mean? But that's only our opinion as well. So, Petter said a lot of parents use drugs and take care of their children. Yeah, there's a lot out there that do, but then there's some that also do, but they're very careless with what they do. They get so high that they neglect the children. The children, if they're not aged, that they can go help themselves with some sliced bread or something like that. Some of these children actually go hungry and all kind of different things happen. But yeah, you are right. You weigh it, right? Everybody's not the same. Because we can't sit here and say that 99% of parents out there that are drug users, that they take care of their children 100%. We can never sit here and say that. Because there's going to be some sort of neglect along the way. But everybody's not the same. Yes. So, okay. Mildred saying her favorite porridge is Tanya Log Yummy. What the heck is that, darling? Or what is that made out of? Catty said, it's the wrinkly French fry woman for me. Well, you know that's the only name I can have for that one. Because every time I see that one, all I can see is wrinkled French fries, right? My God. Petter said, I know a family, both parents uses and are raising their kids very well. Those are, the lucky ones. Let me put it that way. Because sometimes you hear about some stories of others who children were found neglect in homes, whether it was 3-4 children. The parents were high. They didn't feed the children for days. It's just that a lot of things do not get out in the public because a lot of people don't know about certain things. But, yeah. But, right. And Caddy said that's true. And that does not make it normal. I don't even think that it's safe for them children to be doing that anyways. You know what I mean? Okay, so think about this way. Ground provision. Okay, Major. Think about this way. If that wrinkled French fry woman did not come out and tell people that when she was ready to go to the airport, she couldn't get that man to wake up, would anybody have known about that? Mm. Do you think that that's the first time that he ever did that? No. Think about all of them things. We only heard about it. The internet only heard about that because why she talk about it. But imagine the other times that it happened and nobody's there to tell you. Nobody's there to talk about it. The child is old enough now. He tell her, just pop a macaroni and cheese and the microwave 4 minutes. That's all you need, 4 minutes. You know that she came up with this mac and cheese thing, right? When she was telling her mother that all she needed was 4 minutes. How did she know that? Because he bought them cup noodles, macaroni and cheese. You just put water in there and pop in the microwave for 4 minutes. Then you add the cheese and that's it. Give your sister one, that's it. So again, those are things that you don't know about. You don't hear about it because there was not a wrinkled French fry woman in that house to tell you. So that's what I'm saying. There's things that people don't hear about, but it is happening. Keisha Franklin, Neil, hello. Who? Georgia said, who is that? Lol. Oh, she still exists. You see, I had to look at the name twice because I was like, who the hell are you talking about? Long Mouth found another person matter to dive into. She is on very dark black man case now. I see her. Darling, they will be on anybody case that come out. With any news that come out, they will jump on it because that's what it's all about, right? Brenda O said he better not OD with the kids around. I'm telling you, but at least think about it this way. At least you know that baby J is old enough. She will call somebody. There's no way that them children will be there, let's say 48 hours gone by or 72 hours gone by and nothing is going on. Daddy can't wake up. They can't get daddy to wake up. She would do something. She's smart. She can't get him to wake up. Days going by. All they eating is the macaroni and cheese. When the macaroni and cheese run out, the bread they eat. I'm sure that she would do something. She would call her mom or somebody. Jennifer said, good morning, everyone. Have a blessed, safe day, sweet peach. You look different this morning. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Same to you as well. Exactly, Louis Billy. That's what I'm saying. She said poor Jay seems to be parenting baby A. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. And he's training her well. Because he want her to know about the macaroni and cheese. Just put it in the microwave for 4 minutes and that's it. And you just eat it, right? So when they're hungry, he making sure that these are the things that he got, things that she can make. So yes, he better not OD. Yes, indeed. But, you know, we can only pray to God that never happened. But with him, you never know. Sweet Peach, when you coming over breakfast at my home, you will get bakes, saltfish, and that porridge, which we call log yummy. Ooh, that sounds great. Thank you for that, Mildred. Thank you. Next time I'm coming to New York, I will let you know, dear. That sounds wonderful. Who is? Oh, okay, yes. Georgina, yes. Somebody from Nigeria sent me that about that very dark man and some money that was from his mom's account saying that she owed. Yeah, somebody sent me that. Talk to me about that as well. Peter said, well, in my opinion, if anything happens to those kids, the mom will have to live with that guilt all her life. And you are right, Peter, absolutely. Because that's how life is, right? That's how life is. And you are right about that. And those are your kids, meaning anybody that got children, that they knew or they already know that the partner that they were living with or whatever does all these kind of things. If something happened to their children later down, don't you think that that person themselves would be wanting to even die, even knowing that they allow this, even though they know that the person is not even right in their head, all these things they know, that person themselves would live with something that I don't know if they will be able to come back from, truly. Pauline Johnson, I see you in there. Thank you so much for the 100 stars, Teresa. I appreciate you. Their mother, even put yourself in that shoes. Not saying that you will ever allow yourself to be in that situation where you allow your children around somebody like that, right? Knowing that they're like that already. But a mother would have to live with that for the rest of her life. And could you imagine that? Can you imagine that? She would even blame herself, truly, that she even allowed it. But McCarty said, if he does OD, then hopefully baby is learning and mastering mom's phone and 911. Exactly. As we teach kids from kindergarten to elementary school to do if parents are sick, OD, or anything related to safety of the children. Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. She's already smart. You know what I mean? They both are. And I'm sure that if something happened over there at his house, no matter what it is, even no matter what it is, they will be able to, especially baby Jane, she'll be able to do something about it. Because, okay, you can have so many hours go by without daddy waking up. Trying to wake up, daddy is not waking up. Then baby is starting crying, why daddy ain't waking up, this and that. At some point, baby J gonna think, you know, that something is wrong. So yes. Brenda Oil said, I see where he's living. He allowed a crazy woman around those kids before. I bet all those strangers where he lives is looking after those girls. That's why they have to start hiding stuff from their mother. And you never know. You never know. You never know. You could be on to something right there, Brenda, all right? Because what is he doing with them children when he allegedly go to clients' homes in the evening time, right? What is he doing with his children? Who's keeping them? Unless Tangerine is coming and keeping them, we don't know. We don't know, right? So yes, that's just his norm. And he's used to having strange women around. Anyways, taking care of them children. So you think that he bothered? He ain't even worried. Because he's used to it. The people that come from Tinder, those are strangers. They're not people that he ever met or he ever knew. So you think that if he met a few in that little area that he living in, right? You think that he wouldn't use them too? Yes, he would. Yes, he would. I don't know if y'all heard about the story. Who was telling me about it? Oh, God. Or maybe I think it was Caddy. But anyhow, somebody was telling, I think it was Caddy, about that story that happened with these parents that somebody knew had moved into their building or moved into a house close to them or downstairs, whatever. And they were having a party and they invite the people's child to come to the party. And I think, Caddy, if it was you, tell us. But anyhow, Lisa said that the mother was home cleaning or whatever, and this new neighbor came and said, oh, he can come and stay till you finish, then you can come to the party. Don't know what's going on. Never went to people's house. Don't even know the children or nothing. Never met nothing. And by the time that she decided, oh, let me go down there and see what's going on, the people gone. The people gone, but her child's body was there. I can't remember everything about it, but I'm sure y'all probably heard it. I think it was Caddy was telling us about that. Some crazy things happens here. And that's what I'm saying. Him allowing strangers just from the street, from Tinder, from anywhere to just walk up in there and just start taking care of your children. You going to work and leaving your children with strangers, even bathing them. Jesus. That's not a person in their right mind here. Billy said, and he's teaching the kids to lie. So sad. I'm not surprised, darling. That's who he is. I'm not even shocked, my dear. Georgia Marie said, Reed said, okay, it wasn't you, Caddy, somebody else. I can't remember who it was, but somebody was telling me about that story then. Somebody, I can't remember who it was. But it's a real story that happened. But whatever they did to her child who went downstairs to that party, the child is gone. Gone like the wind. Died. Then people, the place was empty. Those people were gone. And they probably just used that child for rituals or something. She just let that child went down there like that. Georgia Murray, no, you know, because to order one t-shirt is better normally when you order t-shirts in bulk. So that's not going to be easy, meaning for the man to just make one. I see you, Desiree. Welcome, welcome. You're right, Georgia Murray said we cannot trust anyone trying to be vigilant. You are right. So imagine trusting your children with certain people. You know, the people that you thinking that should be the ones that you can trust and you can't. I was even hearing about a story on YouTube that happened, oh my God, was it Detroit or somewhere, where a husband shot his wife's niece because she revealed to the wife that he's sleeping with her. He's sleeping with the niece who is 18 years old or 19, and because she went and tell the wife, right, because obviously she don't agree with it, she wanted to stop or whatever, he shot the girl and left her for dead. And nobody knew it was, well, obviously they found out it was him after they called the cops and they started questioning people and stuff like that. And I said to myself, wow, your wife's niece that you're doing that to, are you okay? Seriously. So because you ain't rat him out, he decides to copy her. So yes, you're right. You can't trust anyone and you have to be vigilant as grown adults. And you got to tell your children as well. That's why when certain things happen, your children got to be aware. Your children got to be aware. And I tell you guys, as your children get older, or children get older after being in situations like this, they got their own mind. They think for themselves. You don't got to tell them nothing. You don't have to tell them anything at all. Once they understand and they start hearing things, then themselves, within themselves, does know whether they want to be around this person or talk to them or whatever the case may be. And trust me, when his children get in their teenage years, he ain't got to run for his money, because they ain't going to want nothing much to do with him. The one disown him, if you ask me. He's the one that can come and say, well, if Facebook even still around, right? Because the way how it going, you don't know. He's the one that will be telling people that the mother is the one who put the children against him. Trust me, he will. You are right, darling. Too many bad things are happening indeed, indeed. But that's just the world that we're living in. And unfortunately, they always want to put the blame on somebody else. They always want to put the blame on somebody else. He will go and say, oh, she's telling the children now. All of a sudden now she's telling my children that they don't want to come by me. They don't want to come by me. They're not even calling me. They don't want to come anymore. They only want to come on a Saturday and then they want to go back. He will blame the mother for all of that. That she finally turned the children against him. Not knowing that it's the same internet where you came on and brought your laundry in 2022 and it's still out here for the whole world to see. That's the one that will have your children thinking the way how they're going to think when they get to a certain age and hear about all these little things. All of these little things, what? That was my dad that did this? The same dad that used to throw me up and all of this and take me to the park? Wow. It's coming. It's only a matter of time. Trust me. And not that I'm wishing it on him, but I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time. You cannot do bad things or wrong things like that to children's mother or even children's father and think that they're going to just forget about it when they find out. No. It don't work like that. Yep. I told you guys on here before, my oldest son was 10 years old when all this stuff went down in my home. Okay. And okay, he never really, I never came out and said anything, but obviously when I called the cops and the cops came and you had to sit down at the table, even though I didn't put him at the table, but when they came and the cops were questioning my daughter and whatever, obviously we were in an apartment at that time, right? Because I told you guys we had sold our house in Tampa and moved to Virginia. And let me tell y'all something. I know that my son would have had to hear because he was hearing certain little things, not everything. And I never sat him down and taught him about it or anything, but he kind of knew some things had happened, right? So he was 10. All right. By the time he moved back to Florida, okay, that was still the same year. He was still 10. Then when he would call from jail to speak with the two boys or whatever, because Mark was like, what, 2 going on to 3 soon? Don't you know that by the time my son got to going in 11, going into 12, don't you think what happened? He started not wanting to take calls, meaning he didn't want to talk. And was it something I told him? No. Never told him. But he saw us leave Virginia, come back to Florida. He saw his mother going through struggles. He saw his mother having to work 2 jobs just to keep a roof over their head. So they were with me. They saw all the struggles and things that. So that I'm saying, as children start to grow more, and they start to identify things and see things that they're going through, and all is because the absentee parent is not here, because of the things that they done or the choices that they made. These children phrases their own opinion because they got a mind of their own. Was I the one that told my daughter if any postcards or anything come to her for her birthday, did I tell her not to open them? Never did. Never once. Mail come, I said, Tiffany, you got mail there. Put it there. She look at it. Leave it right there. Go on and do her one thing. And it will stay there for months and months unopened. Did I tell her not to open it? Never did. Never. So that's what I'm saying. Children have a mind of their own as they grow. Jella, thank you so much for 100 stars. I appreciate you. And as children grow and they have their own minds, there's nothing you can do about it. Even if I had came, and I would have never done that. Even if I was the kind of person that had came and said, you need to open this letter and see what postcard that your dad sent or whatever. Even if I was that kind of person again, which I would have never done. She would have still got her own opinion because she probably would have said, Mama, I'll open it when I'm ready, I'm busy. But I would have never done that because I would never force her to do anything like that, right? Why would I? Why? Because children have a mind of their own when they get to a certain age. So you don't even need to bad talk nobody, the other parent, for no reason. But you know that this one, he would do it all day, every day. Georgia said, not all of us are good mothers and fathers to our children. I always ask why we are the mother. We must protect our children. And you are right. Absolutely. Protect your children by all costs. Don't talk ill about the other parent to your children. You ain't even got to do that. You ain't even got to sit them down and tell them about certain things that has happened that caused the separation, or especially if it's something bad, right? That's why I say I never sat down and told my oldest son nothing. But when the cops were there and they were questioning my daughter and whatever, and also questioning me about things, he heard a little things, but he never still came to me one day and said, Mom, why is my dad locked up? Why is this or whatever? He already knew that something was going on. He already knew, right, at the age of 10 from hearing certain things. So children live with those things day in, day out, and so forth. So that's just life. But you don't got bad talk, no parent. Just leave it to God and just let the children know, look, it's just me and you now. Look, certain things you can't have. Don't worry about them children out there coming to school with $200 sneakers or whatever. I can't afford to buy them. I can only afford to buy what I can because I'm trying my best to make sure that we got a roof over our heads and that I can pay my bills and get to work. So once you sit your children down and tell them about the important things that really matters, you don't have to say nothing else. I had to say, it's just stupid father or ignorant father gone and do crap now and put me in this situation. I had to go down that kind of road. You understand? Because again, children have a mind of their own. This is a lesson for a lot of people. And at least if you got grown daughters or grown sons, look, fill them in. Fill them in on all these things that you have learned, you have seen on the internet in the last 3 years. You don't need to sugarcoat it. Don't go and lie to your children and tell your children, oh, it was the mother. You see, that's why you should never dress like her. Never come on. No. Don't do that. Tell them the truth about the father that disowned or wanted to disown his child. And now look at him now. Not knowing that all those stuff that he infiltrated the internet with will always be there because the internet never forgets. Georgia said, my son traveled out for his birthday Wednesday coming. Okay, he called me just now. I have to warn him properly about people around him. Definitely, I tell him, don't leave nothing that he's drinking open. Exactly. And you are right about that, darling, indeed. Because somebody could put something in his drink. You are right. But I hope you have a wonderful time wherever he is. I was thinking about doing something for my birthday too, but I don't know. I'm just going to do something for that day itself. Because obviously I still got to work the Monday. And then the next week will be Mark's birthday. So Lynette said, I remember when Baby J was told to say, I don't want to go to mommy's house. Yes, because manipulation, that's what he's been doing forever, since 2022, and I'm sure that it hasn't stopped. He's probably doing it in a little slick way now, you know, because children getting older. So my people, thank you all so much for joining in this morning. Appreciate you all.